In my last video, I told y'all how after years of just ignoring the Resident Evil franchise, I recently decided to finally dive into the series, starting with the first game in the story being Resident Evil 0. There wasn't any real reason behind as to why I never got into Resident Evil all these years up until now. It was just one of those games that I just never got into. Until I saw the gameplay from the recently released Resident Evil 4 remake. I stumbled upon someone playing this game on hard difficulty where the NPCs were unforgiving. The ammo that they had were limited, and the game just seemed like a nightmare if you weren't up for a challenge. I needed that. I like my games like how I like my women, toxic as f***. So I decided to start with the first entry in this series because, you know, who would want to start on 4? That's some real poser activity right there. And this game has been giving me hell for the past 2 weeks, and I love it. You just gotta see the beauty and the difficulty with these types of games. Except with those door and stair cutscenes that take like 2 minutes long. What game dev approved of this? But like with the first entry in the series, Resident Evil 4 shares its difficult nature to where you have to use strategy in order to survive. And from what I know, this is what the series is best known and loved for. However, Capcom's been on the side of negativity recently with the fans due to a recent update brought in the game that adds something that wasn't seen in the original Resident Evil 4 version. Something that sort of challenges the difficult nature of the game, allowing for you to bypass the hardship if you have some money. But if you still have extra money lying around, you know, maybe check out my Patreon. If you want to support the channel, gain access to exclusive videos that'll never go to YouTube, or be able to watch my channel videos earlier than when I usually upload them, feel free to check the link in the description below and become a Patreon member today. So this controversy comes in the form of the latest DLC added to the game called the Weapon Exclusive Upgrade Ticket. These things are add-ons that cost real life money ranging from $2.99 to $6.99 and allow you to get a weapon upgrade for the weapon the ticket is designated to, skipping the grind that it takes in-game to get said upgrade. Once you buy any of these ticket upgrades, you're able to upgrade... Bro, how many times am I gonna say upgrade? You're able to upgrade the weapon at any point in the game, even as soon as the first few missions. It's caused players online to express how much they don't like the fact that the game has turned into a pay-to-win title, explaining how it sort of taints the legacy of this game series. It's divided the fans to the point where one side thinks this, and the other side has the obvious counter-argument that you don't have to buy it. While this DLC can be weird to, see in a game that is known for being a harder game, I definitely don't see the point in being, straight up upset about it because it's not forced upon you. And even more, it's a single player game, so even if someone else buys it, that's not even going to affect you. I don't know though, maybe the diehard fans of the series just don't like the thought of Capcom capitalizing on players looking for an easy way out and, would just like the experience to be universal for everybody. I can sort of get that, but at the same time, I have a PhD in the field of minding my own damn business, so I couldn't really be bothered to care about someone else's game experience other than my own. So if you got the extra change just laying around and can't seem to get past the game with the weapons that you have right now, and for some odd reason don't want to mod a single player game for free, there's now an option to put forward the money to buy these upgrades. So while many of us either don't like this update or don't see the point in putting money in supporting it, there's still no doubt that it isn't the worst thing that the game could have seen as far as DLC, and it's luckily not forced upon you to buy it. With that being said, Resident Evil is still an amazing franchise that I'm looking forward to, playing the rest of the series and, getting to know all the characters, so overall not the worst of news for the game. And of course, this remake title is another one of many that makes these games even better. So what do you guys think about the Resident Evil update, man? Feel free to leave a comment down below. And as always, if you like on the video, subscribe, and I'll see y'all